Hey women, let's bring our womanhood back. It is time to stop this gender and role confusion. What's up on the tube? Hey man, I'm about to go sit in this chair that you would think is made for kids. My little booty, because you know I ain't really got much. I'm sure I could fit in this thing pretty doggone deliciously. I'm sure I can. So let me let the sister sit in her little baby chair right here, and let's get to talking. Oh, and I fit pretty decent. I think I feel it breaking a little bit, but wait a minute. But this video is going to be pretty much learning how. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do a whole video with my cheeks on wood because that joint hurts pretty bad. But okay, I have to clean these leaves up something bad, man. I definitely gotta clean my backyard. But look at my friend. I don't know, you're like, if you don't get to the video, okay, I'll get into the video. But yeah, man, this video is pretty much going to be learning how to be a woman. It's hard, especially when you wasn't raised up in that type of atmosphere, to know how to be a woman. Just like I always say, you know, it takes a lot for a man to know how to be a man, and that's the same thing. Yeah, but like I was saying, now I got my hands free, so now I can act a monkey fool on a motherfucking camera. But what I'm saying, see, y'all can already tell just look at this. Hey man, we gotta learn how to be women, man. You got some women that is strictly straight up tomboys all day. Even though just because you see all women as tomboys, that don't necessarily make them gay. All women that has a little bit of boyish about them doesn't make them gay. I ain't gonna say I'm far from gay, because I could be gay, but I choose not to be gay because the Lord comes before my flesh. So I fight my flesh on a daily basis, but what I'm saying is I love men more than I love women. So that to be said, sometimes gay can be taught. Sometimes gay can be trending. There's a whole range of reasons why people go gay in their own right. But learning how to be a woman comes with a lot of learning. If you already got a mother that's super aggressive and kind of masculine, and then you got a daddy that's raising you to teach you, he don't know no other way to teach his daughter how to be but be a man, because obviously he's a man. So it just makes sense that he would do what he know, which is be a man. So he probably don't mean to teach his little girl to be a dude, but it just comes with territory, especially if you got a strong guy. And let's just say the strong guy got stuck with his kids because he had a terrible falling out with his wife. And it's not always the case to where the woman gets the kids. A lot of times men end up with their kids to where he might have daughters. So he do the best that he knows how to do to raise his daughters. But all in the long run, he raising a manly girl. So the girl grew up banging on dudes, you know, dressing like a tomboy, you know, working all the time, being a provider. Like, she don't have a clue how to be feminine. Like, there's a difference between masculine and feminine. There's a total huge difference. And it took me so many years to learn that. And I used to wonder why I used to have so many relationship problems. And come to find out, it's because a dude don't want to feel like he dating another dude. And a lot of times I'm kind of bullheaded a lot. And a lot of times if I want something, you know, I'm going to get it regardless. Like, I'm an aggressor. I'm a very, very huge aggressor when it comes to going after what I want. I don't let people get in my way. When you're in a relationship, you have to get on board as a team. It's not just about you. It's about you and your spouse. And now instead of you being one, y'all are two. And I'm crossing my fingers because y'all supposed to be bonded. But a lot of times when people have that aggressive mentality or they have that masculine mentality, they don't know how to be a team worker. They don't know how to work as a team with nobody because they feel like they always supposed to be the ones head in charge. When as a woman, technically speaking, the woman's supposed to let the man lead. The woman is supposed to let the man provide. The woman is supposed to let the man lead. And sometimes men make some stupid decisions to where the woman have to take over to kind of guide him. But if she has a real man that's really confident on his morals, integrity, and values, you know, she need to let him lead his household as he should, as the king of his household, especially if he's doing it in a godly manner. Like if he's putting God first and he letting God be the head, and then he's below God and then the woman, that's how it's supposed to be. That's the Trinity. It's supposed to be God first, the man second, then the woman. That is the order that household should go in. But a lot of times us women, depending on how you was raised, because like I said, so many women are already masculine and aggressive. So if you got an already masculine and aggressive woman, how you think she gonna raise her daughter? She gonna raise her daughter to be aggressive and masculine, up there trying to run the dude, trying to be the dude's boss, mama, soldier, counselor, boss, everything else, slap him upside the head. And that's what I'm saying. No, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for a man to ever put his hands on a woman. But you know what? This gonna be the question in the first video. Should a man ever hit a woman no matter what? Like, when is it right, or is it ever acceptable for a man to hit a woman? And I'm asking that because some women, they be going upside dudes' head like, bow, or they have him in the chokehold, or just like very abusive to the guy. And it's like, when does it come to where it's supposed to be self-protection or just protecting yourself? So there has to be a line drawn when it comes to a man should never hit a woman. Now, I believe that statement goes for he should never hit a woman over power, because, you know, some men like to be in control, and men use physical abuse to control their women. Now, that should never happen. But if you got a woman coming at you with a knife, but ready to kill you, what you gonna do? You gonna protect your goddamn self. You gonna protect yourself, and you gonna protect yourself. So it's just a lot. Like, it's been so much that a dad can do to try to raise his daughter. He can, as far as teaching her how a woman. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of women that know their womanhood, like they know how to be soft. They know how to have just a certain grace about themselves, to where they just know how to just make their man feel nurtured, make their kids feel nurtured. When they leave the house looking very just attractive, but not in a sleazy way. When they talk with just so much grace and not filth coming out their mouth. With the way they walk, they just walk with just like you just see all of that womanhood on that woman. And we got to bring it back. We got to bring it back. You have to watch this world to realize that things is going down. When I say down, people hate people. People is doing so much Sodom and Gomorrah stuff where there's so much gay going on. And I'm not judging nobody that's gay, but that's not right. You know, biblically speaking, that's abomination. It's abomination. And then you got so many people lying, stealing, killing. Like, it's so much just raw stuff going on that, do you want to be a part of that? And it's like, we have to learn to bring normalcy back, whatever that is. And normalcy should start with at least just knowing your role as the gender that you are. If you a woman, be a woman. Learn how to be that. I'm getting my womanhood back. If you a man, figure out what it takes to be a man. Like, you know, find that strong, masculine alpha male that's doing good for himself. He not breaking the law. Like, he living his life on the right side. He taking care of his family. He a provider. He doing what he got to do. Find that type of guy and actually, you know, learn from him so that you can be somebody of productive society to teach our youth. Because you know what I feel like? I truthfully feel like that our youth is being lost because it's like nobody wants to take the time with our youth. And I even just seen this with my own kids. Like, you have so many men that don't want to deal with a woman with kids. Like, they might deal with a woman that got 1 or 2 kids. But, oh, goodness, only I had 3 or more kids. Like, in my situation, I got 5 kids. And I ain't gonna lie, my dating life, it sucks horribly. Because the man, he want me, but he don't want what comes with me. Like, you know, he want to smash, want to do the sex thing, you know, want to have me as his trophy on his arm. But then he don't want to deal with my kids that need a father figure or maybe need a little help. And it's sad because I don't understand. If you see a young boy and this boy don't have a father figure, What's wrong if you know your manhood going to teach that boy how to be a man? And just like they just say, I finally learned my womanhood, and I see a young girl in need, maybe she needs a mother figure, she needs somebody to show her how to be that lady. I'm going to do it, because my whole mission is to reach people, and I feel like the main people to reach is the youth, because the youth, man, the next generation is going to be so lost. I'm kind of terrified to see. I'll say the next generation normally turns around within a 20-year span, 18-year span. So 10, 15, 18 years from now, I would really hate to see how things going to turn out, because young kids nowadays, they don't respect their elders no more. They don't respect their own parents. They don't even respect themselves. You got so many young kids that can't stand themselves. Like, they hate themselves with a passion. And a lot of these young kids hate themselves so much with a passion that they probably be ready to hurt themselves, hurt others. Like, they just do self-sabotaging things because they don't care about themselves. They look themselves in the mirror every day and hate the person that they look at. And I find that to be quite sad, because it's like an identity confusion. Nobody knows who they are. And it's really sad to say, and there's a lot of our people that don't know who we are. And we've been having this identity crisis ever since slavery time. Even though we're not in slavery, we are still mentally in slavery bondage. We have not broken the chains and broken free to come together as a people and do what we got to do as a people. And because of that, so many families are suffering. So many men are mistreating our black, beautiful queens. So many women mistreating our black, beautiful kings. And then at the end, the kids suffer. Because most likely relationships ain't working. People breaking up before they even have the baby. Or while they married, they getting divorced over easy, stupid stuff that could easily be resolved. It's just crazy. And it just boils down to everybody knowing their role in the house. The woman want to be in control of everything. She want to run everything like she's the man in the house, instead of letting that man be the man in the house. And that goes back to learning how to be a woman. Be graceful. Be nurturing. Stop being rough and tough all the time. Like, show your soft side. Like, dress with the prettiest material you can find. Like, you know, with like silk or just pretty material, pretty colors. Like, the way you dress really determines the respect you get. And a lot of times, that's another thing that's going wrong in society. Everybody want to twerk. Everybody want their cleavage hanging out. Everybody want their butt cheeks hanging out. Like, it's like sex sells. And it's like, if you're not selling sex, you're not getting the views, you're not getting the attention, your channel ain't popping off, your IG ain't popping off, your Snapchat, your Twitter, all that crap. All that crap is surrounded with immoral crap. So I just feel like it's just so much. And like I said, it's especially us as a black race. Us as a black race, I feel like we suffering the most, because most of us have more of the mental trauma and more just the identity crisis, where we don't know who we are. We trying to figure out who we are so bad that we're following any and everything. It's like, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And that's a lot that was going on with our races. We don't really stand for much, so we fall for anything. And you got all these other races that stick together and help each other. But as a black person, you got a double whammy. Not only do you got racism coming from other races, then you got racism coming from your own kind. So it's like, you can't win. You can't win. So it starts with one person at a time. One person at a time. Figure out your womanhood. Like, figure out what makes you beautiful. Figure out what makes you walk with that feminine strut. Figure out what makes you feel good in the clothes, to where you're not revealing so much. Just do what makes you feel like a woman. And I know it can be hard feeling like a woman, because men don't make it easier. A lot of times, you know, men will disrespect us to where they'll get a woman pregnant and leave her with the baby. So the things that the man should have done to provide for the family, now she has to go out there and work really hard, work 2 and 3 jobs, come home, be the disciplinary, work, clean the house, do this and that. So she has to take on multiple roles just to perform her duties as a parent. So a lot of times I feel like when women turn masculine, or they turn aggressive, or they turn hard, is a lot due to how they were treated by their blood relatives, and due to how they were treated by, guys that they encountered with, that didn't treat them as a woman and the beautiful, precious jewel that they were. So now they have to recamp from, or just recuperate from, just all the trauma, and learn to bring that woman, that beautiful, soft lady back. And you can do it. You can do it. I'm doing it. I've been walking in the steps of learning how to be a woman over these, I had to say the last 3 years. The last 3 years, I've been starting my walk with learning how to be feminine. Grant, I don't look like it, But inside, I'm really feeling my femininity. Like, I'm really not as hard as I used to be. I'm learning how to be more softer because I'm tired of running people away with my aggressive way or with my manly ways. Like, I'm just kind of tired of it, you know? So even though I'm still in a man's field, I still work as hard as a dude, but that still don't change my inner who I am. Like, I am a bona fide woman. I am a bona fide black woman that I'm starting to be proud of. Come on, ladies, let's bring woman back. You can bring your woman back. Stop being aggressive maybe because you have to be. Be aggressive only when you have to be. But when you around your kids and you around your boyfriend or your husband, learn to let that feminine side flourish so that way it can be a normal household. Because if you got a daughter, now that daughter is watching you and that she's going to grow up being confused about how she should as a nice, beautiful young lady that she's going to grow up to be. I think I missed stuff. At the time when I rewatched these videos, I think it comes out good, but it's like when I'm talking, I just be feeling like I'm missing so many points. And even though I do be missing points, by the time I get off the video, I'll be like, dang, I forgot to say this. I should have said this. So you know what? If I forgot to say anything, I'll just put it in the next video because there's so many topics that I'm going to touch on. I just need to find the time, energy, and just get it out there. So I'm sure everybody probably have similar, beliefs like I do. And like I said, this is just my opinion. This ain't set in stone. I'm just really talking from my heart, and I'm just talking from my own experiences, giving it to the tube. So, all right, guys, time is the essence. I'm making better time of it. I'm about to, sis about to wash her car because that thing looks filthy. I don't feel like paying for a car wash. I'm about to hand wash that joint. I can be frugal sometimes. I be trying to save my money because I have bigger goals and stuff to do. So, all right, y'all have a lovely day. So, y'all continue bringing that womanhood back. Be nurturing. Be soft. Stop acting like a dude because you're not. You ain't got no dick between your legs. You got a vagina between your legs. So, learn to embrace the vagina you got and the hormones of estrogen. You don't get rid of some of that testosterone and learn how to be feminine. Learn how to be feminine. All right, y'all. Deuces.